got. You have a guess?
I mean, do we have a guest?
We back in the building, y'all. Shout out to my nigga Dez, man.
It's good, man.
This is a long time coming. I think back when I had another podcast, I think I had you on there. This is back when I didn't know no better. I put you on Zoom. That was on me. That was on me. I was just learning. Nah, man. Man, Dez, man, tell the world about yourself, man.
What's up, man? What you want to know, man? Hey, University of Houston. What's up in the building? You know what I'm saying? Go Cougs.
We struggling.
Go Cougs. Hey, man. We gonna talk about it. This ain't it. Look, 2026. All right. Hey, we like number 6, number 7 recruiting right now. So I'm gonna take it for like 2026. I'm gonna take it. So
all right.
It levels.
Yeah.
Levels. Nah, man. What's up, bro? Dez Ewell, I don't know what y'all want to know, man. Former ESPN, man. Doing my thing out in Dallas now. Still talking this sports stuff because for whatever reason I do this to myself.
That's fair.
I
don't know why we actually do this.
Why do we do this? I don't know. This is not a happy place. I don't know.
Somebody texted me. Why do you keep doing this?
I don't know. But
being a sports fan and like liking sports in general, probably like one of the worst things for your mental health to do in general.
I think liking sports is where you need to be. We love sports, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And then you want to work in it.
Then you want to do it
crazy
every day.
Because I've been happy this summer, like watching the Olympics. It was cool. And now Dallas, the season finna start. I got the Cowboys sitting on right now. That Cowboy season finna start. I already know I'm finna get. Well, I can't say it. You can't really say that word anymore. But I'm finna get. I might unalive myself this season because just the way stuff going, man.
You know how it goes. It's a circle. It's always a circle. Shit. Where do we even start?
You forgot to hit the button. You forgot to hit the button.
Oh my God, my fault.
My fault.
Donations.
Hey man, link in the bio.
Donations.
Link in the bio.
Donations.
Come on now.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that.
You have the power to change that. The link is in the bio. Shout out to the supporters we do have. Let's keep it going.
You said donations.
Donations.
Bro, that's what the YN told Ricky when he walked down on him.
Don't gifts, nigga. Gifts. Nah,
I'm broke, and you got the power to change that.
You do have the power to change it. On God, when you sent, well, before I go into it, let's talk about the man that got shot, the San Francisco 49ers, Jax. You got it?
Yeah, Ricky Pearsall. He's a wide receiver for the 49ers. Rookie wide receiver, but rookie wide receiver came from Florida. He was supposed to replace Brandon Ayuk when Ayuk was going through all that, whatever he was going through. And he was at a meet and greet, or he was going to a meet and greet in San Francisco, and a 17-year-old with Whippets, a switch, and a dream walked down on him trying to take his watch.
Whippets, a switch, and a dream was crazy.
And hey, Ricky, he was like, call the ambulance, but not for me. There was a struggle. He took the gun from the dude, or in the struggle, Ricky, he got shot in the chest and went through and through, so he perfectly fine, which is getting shot in the chest and going through and through is crazy. But he got the gun from that nigga. He shot the nigga back, and now the kid, because he was 17, he's in prison right now, waiting for trial. Ricky, he went to the hospital. He got like released the next day. He perfectly fine. He back at 49ers practice.
And he convinced Trent Williams to go ahead and sign that deal and escalate.
I think that's the craziest part of this whole story. Oh man, he made me, see the light. Nigga, what?
I get it though, because like that's your homie, and then you just see him get shot, and you're like, man, all right.
Been around 5 minutes. That ain't my homie. What you talking about? Just say you was tired of negotiating, bro. Just say the whole thing.
That was crazy because like 2 days before that shooting, like it was like, yeah, Trent Williams is unhappy with shit. It's stalled. Don't be surprised of he's disgruntled. 2 days later, hey, we've reached the deal immediately. I'm like, oh.
Bro, keep
damn,
we got most was cool out. 1 week, all of a sudden, everybody best friends with San Fran again. Like
that's how
Trent, you know what I'm saying? I think Debo was on the block. Somehow he ain't on the block no more.
You all of them. It was bad. Like first of all, I genuinely don't know what's in store for them this season. But
it's one a bust this year.
I mean, it's been like that for a couple
No,
of
but
years.
I'm like, this is it, bro. Because I mean, what other money can they have?
All they do is get to the Super Bowl and lose. Like,
right?
Like everybody knows Kyle Shanahan is a great coach, but I'm pretty sure like ownership and maybe even some of the players like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, we didn't got close like 3 times in a row, something like that, and we just can't beat that man. So,
but I think it's boom and bust because of the money. The money.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they've kept everybody, which means you have nowhere else to go, right? Money wise, like I mean,
yeah,
it's gonna catch you at some point,
and they're gonna have to pay Brock Purdy too. But
right, you gotta pay Brock.
I'm gonna be honest though, I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna pay him.
You can't not.
Like he's like Brock Purdy is of course he's not the best quarterback in the world, but he's a pretty solid quarterback. I feel like Shanahan, he trusts himself so much in like the way he coaches and all that. I think he's gonna try to get another young whoever to lead them because either that or he's gonna try to get Purdy to like take a deal because be like, hey, you're not like that, so can you just help us out?
He ain't doing that.
But I don't know, man.
But here's the problem though. Brock Purdy is the perfect Kyle Shanahan quarterback. I'm not going to win you the game, but I'm damn sure not going to lose you the game. That's literally the definition of Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that was Jimmy G before, you know what I'm saying?
Now, Jimmy G, he will lose you the game. He will lose.
He had that little 2-year run where he was like, dink dunk. I'm going to take 1 or 2 deep shots and then call it a game. You know what I mean? Like the best quarterback that could be in San Fran right now is probably Jared Goff, and he ain't leaving Detroit.
The best quarterback that could be in San Fran is
maybe Dak.
But they don't got the money for Dak.
Dak will lose you the game. I'm sorry, Dak will lose you. I don't care. But I'll watch Dak throw a route against the Redskins, the Commanders, to the flat route. Pick got dropped, went right back to the same spot. Pick 6. Nah, Dak will absolutely lose you that game.
We'll get to the Cowboys later. We'll get to the Cowboys later.
I got ahead of myself. My fault.
Oh man,
Brock. I don't know. Brock. I think it's hard for me to see them get rid of Brock when Brock is literally the perfect situation. I mean, he hasn't done enough to get, big money, but he's done enough to get paid. So where do you go from there? Because you say, "Oh, cool, we'll draft a rookie." They're not going to be low enough to get a good rookie.
That's true. That's true.
So where do you go?
Kept Trey Lance. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know why that nigga's established to this day. I don't understand. I do not understand.
They wanted insurance for Dak.
That's horrible insurance.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was other options.
They thought he'd be good. I mean, since we already talking about the Cowboys, we might as well go jump into it. Recent news, as in like maybe a couple of hours ago, that Dallas and Dak Prescott, they're working on trying to get a deal done before kickoff, which is tomorrow because we're taping on a Saturday. And first of all, do you think the deal's going to get done?
I don't think so.
What about you, Dez?
I do. I think the Cowboys in a situation where, kind of like we just talked about with San Fran, right? You got to find a way to make this money stretch. Best way to do that, you extend your quarterback. Now you have to stretch that money out. I'm sure they're going to probably turn some of that into a bonus to kind of free up cap space. Because let's be real, the situation you're looking at is you want to keep your quarterback. You just paid CD, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Diggs back there who just got paid. Oh, I'm sure you don't want to let Michael Parsons walk.
Michael Parsons, that's what he's not letting Michael leave.
So your only 2 options is you don't extend Dak. So he hits that big cap hit, which means you gotta either let Michael walk or you trade Diggs and re-sign Micah, and you don't want to trade Diggs.
That's true.
So Bland is good, but calm down. And he's out for 8 weeks. Like Bland is cold.
I get it.
Whatever it was. Like, I don't take nothing from Bland, right? And he had pick 6s on the back end. But he was also getting You know, hey, anyway,
like he's good. He can catch. He got hands. He's probably like the only corner with hands.
But he's the definition of a corner that gives and takes away. Yeah, you know what I mean? So you look at that situation where what do you like? Do you let Micah walk? This is really about Mike at the end of the day. How do we best keep Micah? Because you're gonna have Micah's about to be the highest paid defensive player probably in NFL history.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? You probably got to extend Dak, turn some of that into a bonus, and then you kind of stuck with Dak, but. Hey.
I know one of the hangups with the deal. They said Dallas or Jerry Jones and them, they want a shorter deal in like the 2 to 4 year range. But Dak, he's trying to get like signed for like the rest of his career on some like 7, 8 years type stuff to like finish it out.
Well, first of all, that's the Jerry Jones special. Jerry Jones love it good. We do this every time with Jerry Jones. We'll keep it 2 years. We're gonna see what we can do with that. And every time it go the same way. They play this little game. Right? Jerry want 2 years. They want 6 years. They find the middle at 5. Like every time. This is the typical Jerry Jones special.
Actually, let me see. How old is Dak? Because how old was? Because he just turned 31.
31? Yeah. Okay. Which again, this is when you get your last contract. Dak isn't wrong for saying I want 5 years out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because let's just say you get 5 years. He probably only really plays 4. Right?
I don't know because these quarterbacks now trying to stretch it to everybody think they Tom Brady and trying to stretch it to their 40, and it's not.
Dak just ain't good enough to do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's not just Dak. Like quarterback ain't good enough to do it.
The only quarterback good enough to do that was Tom Brady.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, even Peyton tried. Peyton tried.
You got Aaron Rodgers. He's trying right now. His Achilles.
Bob Miller carried him to that last Super Bowl. Ain't like Peyton did nothing. So Peyton got benched that year. So it's not like you know what I mean. Like Aaron Rodgers, he off the dope now. So that's different. You know.
True. He got the crackhead strength, so he might be a little
right. He might have about 3 more years of him off the Oscar or whatever.
Ayahuasca or whatever. Doing
Ayahuasca and all that. So that don't count. He cheating. That's like when Kobe went to Germany. You know what I'm saying? No one ever asked what he did in Germany, but we know he went to Germany, came back black mom. But that's all I'm saying.
He had some innovative surgery first. Nobody know what the surgery is, but hey,
right? People get A-Rod went over there too. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Went to the same doctors. People forget that. But anyway,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know why D Rose ain't follow suit, man. This is
they didn't have the technology at the time, bro. They didn't have the technology at the time.
They had enough for Kobe. Man,
hey, D Rose ain't Kobe, and I love D Rose.
You right. Yeah. Right, gang. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Hey, look, Kobe's so psycho. He probably was a test subject. They probably didn't even know if that was gonna work yet.
you
he said, "Fuck it, let's try it."
That nigga was the guinea
pig. See what's gonna happen.
Nah, man. Speaking of unheard of things, the Commanders VP, of content, got fired. I think a couple days ago for just leaking videos about calling his own team black players homophobic.
Wait, what race is this man?
This man's name is Rael Eteen.
All right, time to. I don't. That could be anything.
I don't know what his race is, but it's close enough to white that he shouldn't.
It's not. This does not look like a man of melanin. I will share my screen. Now, granted, we're not gonna listen to this whole thing because this shit is ridiculous. It's like 10 minutes. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. On Twitter is insane. But as you can see, this man obviously does not look black.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I mean? Jason Kidd be fooling y'all niggas. Everybody not Jason Kidd.
Okay, just walk me through again your breakdown, your description of the Commanders players.
Over 50% of our roster, right, is either white religious, and God says fuck the gays.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Enty, the vice president of content.
Yeah, they're just not very smart.
There's just obviously a spectrum.
Yeah.
I've met some
What about like the players?
There's some that like dumb as all hell. Commander's VP of
content, so like
talking about the spectrum. I think he was talking about the fans in that situation too.
Okay.
Yeah, he was calling like the fans like high school educated alcoholic, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong about that.
Yeah, like most of the things that he was saying, I was trying to find the one where he was talking about the social media post where he was just like, yeah, like I can't believe I had, I had to lie about sewage water not like hitting the fans, and we had to say, they made me say that wasn't sewage water when it clearly was sewage water during like, how terrible that Commander Stadium was.
Yeah, FedEx still is.
But like even in these questions, like this woman don't even sound sincere enough for this to not feel federal. So the fact that she was just very open about all this on the date, I don't know what kind of camera it was, but I'm just like, my brother, like, this feels very federal. Like, how did you, unless you just wanted to get your shit off regardless.
Right.
But on a date is saying all that on a date because how is your date? Man, these players homophobic. Like, damn, she just said, how is your day? And you just going all crazy.
Yeah, but like, even like, is she not even saying how your day? She's like, some of these questions, she was like, so like, yeah,
what about the players?
Like, what about the NFL players? And then like open ended. I'm like, my nigga, like this.
Right. She letting you do the digging. You doing the digging.
She doing all the work, nigga.
Yeah.
She just like, tell me about your bank account. Well, actually, like
that's actually a great question.
I'm glad you asked. Hey, bro, the real problem is he got a flower in his old fashioned. That's the real problem I saw in that whole video. I don't understand what's happening back there. That alone should have told you he was on 10.
Yeah, he also admits and says Roger Goodell is a puppet.
He's not wrong.
I mean,
the real person that runs everything is Jerry Jones.
We know that.
Everybody,
we know that.
I was just like, okay, you just trying to, like I said, you just trying to get your shit off.
Yeah,
you just trying.
I think it's Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft control the NFL.
Like, ooh, I knew that when I was like in ninth grade. Like, I knew that when I was like 14.
2 + 2 is 4. We knew that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, all the black players just come from homophobic backgrounds, and I'm just like, I mean,
not wrong.
He didn't lie. It seems like he didn't lie at all. I'm just saying.
But just because it's true don't mean you should say it.
You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that.
All right.
So he that first day suspended him, and then they ended up just flat out firing him. And the comments had me like kind of dead because they was just kind of like, good, we don't need this in our org. I was just like,
well, that's all over.
Nigga,
it's the entire NFL.
He didn't lie.
You really need more of that. You just want to get hit with sewage water? Like, what are you doing here?
This is crazy.
I mean, you're saying that most of them are dumb. Not wrong, bro. Let's be real. We all know people in the league. We all know people. Hey, look, I said people that we've worked with.
Oh God, yes.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie. You be wondering.
CTE. It's real. Oh my God, it's real.
Hey, somebody was taking your test, huh?
Yeah,
somebody was taking your test. Absolutely. Who took your SAT? It wasn't you. It wasn't you. Look, I ain't gonna say no names, but I got a couple homies that played in. I'm like, I know you since middle school. I know for a fact your ass didn't.
I always wonder how people like fake their SATs because it was like I did good on mine, but I feel like it would be hard to fake your SATs, get somebody to take them for you.
There's always a way.
That's all.
That's also. I also wasn't a 5-star recruit, so shoot.
Somebody asked D Rose. I know D Rose. Didn't D Rose have something like that?
Nah.
Hey, look. we live in Texas, brother. We know.
Yeah,
more people that 4 stars. They don't got to be 5.
Look,
if you 3.5 and up, you can get somebody to take your SAT.
When the last time you seen a 5-star athlete like going to an actual SAT class? Come on now.
Last person I remember that was like that dude was the dude that went to Rice, played O-line for the Baltimore Ravens, and then left to go work at MIT. Bonanza. I can't even think of his name, but he was. They kept emphasizing, man. He's a actual scientist and yada yada. And I'm like, yeah, you have to emphasize that because he's one of the
only ones.
The only ones outside of that that other quarterback that
from Harvard back in the day.
No, I'm talking about the ball one.
The ball one. He played for the Cardinals like last season.
Josh Dobbs.
Oh yeah, right.
That's the only other one that'd be like, oh, they be hyped. They be hyped. Yeah, man. I don't know what kind of content this man's gonna continue to create, but I don't know.
create truth telling content. I still just want to know, like, how after how many dates would you just say some crazy shit like that? Because this ain't no.
You have to be like,
and how do you not know she a reporter too? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I just
here's my question, right? And it's just how I think. What's the laws on recording someone in DC?
I feel like it should be like,
I don't know if they're in VA, Maryland, or DC, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but up there in Washington, like the capital, I feel like the law should be like strict.
Right. But again, they could be in Maryland, so I don't know how well y'all know DC, but the DMV is like DC really ain't but this big, right? Most people live in Maryland and Virginia. So like they could have been out of that jurisdiction where you can get away. I don't know. But I know in Texas, you got to get approval. You can't just, whatever. But at the same time, it's not like it's a court case. She just leaked it. So I don't know what that. I'm just curious about that.
And it's not defamation of character. This nigga said it.
You said what you said. Yeah.
You didn't lie.
You were on. You remember that Boondocks episode when R. Kelly was doing all that crazy, man? What's your social security number? 242. like.
He was like,
look at that shit.
He was like, when he peed, I moved. You pee. Yeah, she stayed. I don't know. That was crazy. But to answer your question, Jackson, I'm not even sure. I don't know how many dates it would take. Honestly, I feel like I would just have to be even in a relationship, because I didn't tell my ex everything. So there's certain things where I'm just like, yeah, you have to be locked in with me before I everything.
Y'all got to be like married for at least like 5-10 years.
We've done crimes together type shit.
Like I got enough dirt on you to combat some shit. Like, yo, if you said some shit,
we both was on the PPP loans type shit. Like,
we both did the chase scam.
Right. Yeah.
Got a roll.
You can't talk and I can't talk. So hey, we're gonna leave it at that.
Hell yeah, I need to know shit about your job.
That's crazy,
bro. That's insane. Speaking about more insane stuff, laziness stuff. Hassan Reddick. Now this is actually kind of funny to me. Just go ahead.
Oh well, Hassan Reddick, he a pass rusher for the. I guess he's still technically a pass rusher for the Jets. He used to be a pass rusher for the Eagles. He signed with the Jets this offseason with the intention of, or he didn't sign, I believe he was traded, right? Or regardless, he ended up on the Jets, and he with the intention of, hey, I'm gonna go here and y'all gonna give me a new deal. I'm gonna get a whole lot of money, everything gonna be happy. Only thing is the Jets, they ain't signed him to that new deal. And because of that, Hassan Reddick has not shown up to literally anything for this. Like, no OTAs, no mini camp, ain't even talked to the coaches. You ask the coaches, hey, how's Reddick doing? Where is he? They say, I haven't spoke to him. I don't know. And he's also, because of this, he's losing, I think it said like $5 million each like week, or it can't be each day because that'd be crazy. But I think it's $5 million a week because he's not showing up. And you said it's lazy, but I don't think it's lazy. It takes a lot of commitment to just commit yourself to losing that much money every single week because you don't want to play for them or because they won't give you a new deal.
That is commitment. That is definitely commitment. $5 million a week.
No, I'm never going to be mad at these players for getting their money. However, they got to get it, right? Because I think we can have the same conversation about Jamar Chase, who technically has 2 years left on his contract, not one. But he's seeing everybody else get paid. I'm one bad ankle roll away from not getting paid at all.
True.
Right? So is Jamar crazy?
I mean, Jamar, he started showing up back to work.
I'm just saying, but he didn't stand 10 toes down. He might have went 9 toes down. Hassan, like, I'm not mad at it, bro. And Hassan is 30, 31.
Yeah, he's 30.
So you kind of like that. You pretty much on your last contract. Give me my bread. I'm not mad, especially when he has been. Bro, he produced back in Carolina 3 years ago. Him and Brian Burns was eating. Then you go to Philly, you produce. Then you're trading for me because I produce.
True.
Pay me. I'm not mad at it, bro.
And then I Googled Hassan Reddick, and the first thing that popped up is where it's at. Hassan Reddick ready to die on this sword. So he's real about that. He's not showing up until they get him a new contract. Hey, I can't be mad at it, mainly because I don't like the Jets. If this was doing this for the Dallas or for Cowboys, I'd be upset. But I don't give a fuck about the Jets. So this is just funny to me. I can't believe he's doing this. Like, could y'all ever I feel like y'all got sense. Y'all would never do nothing like that. Like, just be losing that much money, even though you're already a millionaire, losing that much money every single week.
Well, I think that we have to also remember, too, like, this isn't – I'm going to bring up Jamar one more time. Jamar's still in that rookie contract, right? You don't have the money to lose that money like that. Hassan been playing for a while. Hassan has the money to – and I'm sure there's more to it than, like, $5 million a week, right? I'm sure there's other pieces. He got other money coming in from other places. He could probably afford to do that, knowing I'm going to get this back one way or another, right? So, I mean, we have to take in the whole perspective that there's probably more to it than just – I'm dying on my sword. I can actually afford to die on this sword. And let's be real, y'all gonna have to pay me anyway because you're not finna trade for me, and I'm not there. And you're just gonna let it die off. And y'all know the Jets need help. You know what I mean? This ain't San Fran. Yeah. We're like, we really could just replace you. Like, bro, stop.
This is the Jets. Yeah, it is the Jets. He does have the leverage in this situation.
He got the leverage.
And I think leaking out that the $5 million a week is just really just more of like a damn, you really losing $5 million a week, and you're relaying this to the common civilian that's never gonna touch that kind of money in a week. Let alone
they probably try to like say that to make people to like change the public perception of him, to make people be like, oh, this man's an idiot. But it seemed like he don't care at all. So
yeah, I think we also have to remember too, he's in New York, man. That New York media is different. This ain't not the knocking it, but this ain't Texas media. This isn't Iowa, Indiana, something. But this is New York media, bro. They report on that every day. Yeah. I promise you, he's just waiting for it to go his way. It's just different up there. And them Jets fans are crazy. So you best believe they let them lose week one. Let them lose week one, especially if it's a defensive issue.
Oh my God.
That's all he really waiting on.
Like,
if you need me, you want to trade it for me.
Hey, niggas don't harp on the Jets like from a media perspective as much as they probably do like the Giants. Mm-hmm. They be thinking, it's probably the Giants. No, nigga, them Jets.
No, them Jets is you up there now, right? You see the difference, right?
Like my nigga, every day,
and that's when they lose it. That's like when they lose it. So imagine when they actually okay.
And then to be honest, I remember actually last year. Chris Jones, he did the same thing for the Chiefs. Now, not thinking about it, now I remember because I think he missed the first game, and then they end up there like, right. They lost that game to the Lions, and then they signed him the day after. Like, let's not do this no more.
And then you won the Super Bowl that year, and it's like, okay, bet all is well, all is good.
Yeah. And let's remember, Robert Saleh, he on the hot seat anyway.
Absolutely.
So, again, you finna lose your job over ego?
I don't think. I feel like regardless of what happened, I don't think Saleh's keeping his job anyway. Because I feel like he just got unlucky with Zach Wilson.
I'm about to say you got unlucky with Zach Wilson, and then Aaron Rodgers goes down on the first play. Like that's
he needs a fresh start. He's the most unlucky nigga in the world.
There is some unfortunate events.
Very unfortunate, but at the same time, you just kept Zach Wilson for like the majority of that year. I'm like, bro, you could have so many other people.
Hey, that's when you trade for Jacoby Brissett, but
all right,
never mind. Neither here nor there.
All right, bro. It's okay. All right, not too much dip on your chip right now.
All right, bro, whatever. But anyways, nigga, we've been talking a lot about the NFL. We ain't even really touched other sports, but that's because the NFL is officially back. The first game of the season was on Thursday. It was the Chiefs and the Ravens, and that game was crazy. That was actually a really good game, which shouldn't be surprised because it got two of the best, or in my opinion, the best two quarterbacks in the NFL. The Chiefs, they won that 27-20 off of a crazy, I don't even know what just off of a Kevin Durant play.
I call it a KD. That's the first thing I said, KD. As soon as it happened, KD.
If you remember, when was it? What playoffs was this? I don't even remember.
It was 2021.
Yeah, the 2021 playoffs when KD, he hit that buzzer-beating three, but his toe happened to be on the line. Same exact thing happened with Isaiah Likely. He caught what they thought was a game-winning touchdown, but his toe was like half an inch out of bounds, and because of that, they lost. Because they were going to go for 2, but hey, they didn't. The pass was out of bounds, the catch was out of bounds rather, and they lost. So that game was a crazy game. But how did y'all feel about all the penalties being called to like just start the game?
I mean, it's week 1. I mean, both games were like that. They trying to be precise, and about week 3, there's gonna be the regular NFL like it always is. Some missed calls. They had the best crews for these games too. So
with the Ravens, they kept calling that illegal formation. They kept saying each tackle was way too far off the line of scrimmage. But then you go and watch the Chiefs and Jawan Taylor and they're in Kingsley. I don't know how to say your last name, but their tackles were doing the exact same thing. So I was just like, man, this is, I don't know. It's a little funny to me, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, the point of emphasis type of penalties that they do at the beginning of the year, they always do that week 1. So that wasn't as surprising, and I know they're not going to continue to keep doing it. I think the biggest thing for me was looking at I'm looking at Lamar, and a lot of people they was kind of slandering that man's name, but I was really just more focused on like, damn, this nigga look quicker today. Like he looks quicker this year. I know he
dropped that weight.
Dropped that weight. I didn't know it was going to affect it that much. And I didn't realize he was finna rush that much. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I didn't know he was finna just run as much as he was going to run, especially when you have Derrick Henry now in the backfield. Yes, he missed a couple throws, but at the end of the day, it's just week 1. I thought the Ravens were finna win.
I did too.
All that told me is, look, Chiefs ain't going to win, man.
They just told me Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Patrick Mahomes is still there. Yeah. They're probably gonna go to the AFC Championship again. And we'll see how the coin lands.
So
whoever they face.
Here's my thing with this Ravens Chiefs game, okay? And I'm first of all, I'm a huge Lamar fan. Love Lamar. Matter of fact, I was at the game when he came to Houston. Like I was so excited back when he was at Louisville. I
remember that.
Boy, that game was crazy. But
it ain't been
but here's my thing. Lamar Jackson is what people try to say Cam Newton was. Runner, playmaker with his feet, inaccurate with the throws. Right? But if you actually go look, Cam was actually very accurate, especially statistically. He really, really was. Lamar is in year 6 and continues to miss so many passes. Right? Now, again, he makes up for it with his legs, and when he does make his throws, you'd be like, damn, okay, that's the Lamar that we know and love. But at what point do we kind of start having to hold him responsible for some of these missed passes, dude? Because you're talking not just the obvious one, the game winner, but Zay, that's wide open. You have to make that throw. You, again, 2-time MVP, that's your job is to make that throw. And it's not like I know he was running and throwing on the run, but that's what he does best. So I can't even give him that excuse, right? Right? But think about where Likely got hurt, the play before that. Likely's open. That's an open throw in the NFL. And you float that thing up like this, like it's a punt. Earlier in the game, he missed like 2 or 3 that would have set up third downs, shorter third downs, first downs. Like, I'm all for getting it how you get it, right? I'm all for 113 yards, rushing. I love him. Matter of fact, he's my fantasy quarterback for that reason. I love him. But at the same time, bro, you are showcasing what they were worried about from the draft story. Can he make the throws? And consistently, he misses them. So I don't know. It's the most irritating thing because you watch him and you're amazed, but you're also frustrated at him too. Because let's be real, he put them in position to win that game, but he also lost that game.
I feel like I don't think I necessarily agree with that take because granted, last game was sort of a bad example because he wasn't as accurate. But I think generally Lamar's a pretty accurate quarterback. And then even with the miss with Zay Flowers, he came out and said in like the post game he was actually targeting Bateman, who was underneath. Which Bateman, I would never target Bateman in general because I don't think he's good. But but neither here nor there. But I think Lamar, he has like issues with a lot of his like problems with passing. A lot of those I put on first. He was in that Greg Roman offense, which Greg Roman's not really known for this prolific or commandeering these prolific passing offenses. And then the Ravens just never really have gotten him any type of receiving help. Like, yes, they have Mark Andrews as a tight end, likely tight end, Zay Flowers, wide receiver, but they had the ghost of Odell Beckham last year. He wasn't that good. Rashad Bateman, like we said, not good still. They still have Nelson Aguilar, who is famous for dropping passes all the time. So I didn't even know he was still in the league.
That's funny.
Shout out to Aguilar for still getting the bag, but I just don't think Lamar ever has really had that much help from a receiving standpoint.
Well, here's my thing though, and that's kind of the reason I used the Cam example, right? Because I said the same thing about Cam for all them years.
That's true.
Best receiver was Ted Ginn in the Super Bowl. The king of drop. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not forget, right?
Like, if Ted Ginn just had okay hands, he'd be a Hall of Famer.
Mark Andrews. I think they kind of cancel each other out, right? So it's just the receiving core we're talking about here. But I don't care who your OC is. I don't care who your receivers are. Hitting people in the hands don't change because it's a different receiver. Like, that's your job to make those throws. And I'm not sitting here saying like he's going, 50%. But I
get what you're saying.
At some point, bro, that's the difference between the Pat Mahomeses, the Aaron Rodgers, when you need to make that big, bro, they be making that big throw. And sometimes it might just be luck. Like, we can't act like Pat Mahomes didn't throw that bomb to Tyreek Hill and it worked. But it is what it is. It, like, at the end of the day, that ring is his ring for a reason.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I need Lamar. I don't know if it's technique. I don't know if it's not sentence. I don't know. I'm not a quarterback. I can't, I'm not gonna sit there and act like I'm. But I just want to. I'm tired of seeing him give up so many throws, and then we get one good one. You like, boom, MVP. Like, we got to get better at that. We got to get better at that because you combine that with the legs, best quarterback in the league.
That's true.
That's true, and I think that mainly what that game told me was like, yo, if this is what the season is gonna be like for Lamar, he's just gonna go back to that AFC Championship and lose. Like, those are the games that's not gonna get you into the Super Bowl. Those are the kind of throws that once you get to the Super Bowl, you're not winning it. So those are like crucial throws. Like, he's talented enough to get through the regular season and have a winning record and probably win his first playoff game or even two if he's in a wild card. But AFC Championship and up, these are the concerns I do have. Like, yes, he's accurate, but these are crucial throws, bro.
Let's be real. They play that same exact game against half the teams in the NFL. They're winning that game.
They almost won this game. There was a big toe away from winning.
Going to go on like a 6-0 run after this. Like, I'm not worried about Ray. I'm not worried about Lamar. Derek, that O-line is still kind of putting it all together. Like, I'm not tripping on that. It's week 1, right? I'm not sitting here saying the season's over. But, again, the best quarterbacks, like, you just changed your whole narrative of the season in your first game because now it's not a division game. It's a conference game with a team you're going to see in the playoffs. This game right here might determine seeding.
You're not lying.
You got to make that throw. You got to make that throw.
But now I sort of want to pivot to the Chiefs side of things because why did the NFL let Patrick Mahomes get James Worthy not James Worthy, Xavier Worthy, and all these other weapons? I seen Rashee Rice. He looked a lot better. Like, Rashee Rice was good last year. This past game, he looked even better. So he's gonna proceed to get better until he has to go to prison.
Right.
You had the backup tight end. I cannot remember his name right now, but I think it's like Noah something. He was cooking when Travis Kelce wasn't. Like, the Chiefs, like last year, everybody was like, that's probably going to be the worst offense they ever have. And I think that's true because this year they look to be back on schedule. And they didn't even have Hollywood Brown, who he's not necessarily a game breaker, but that's just another weapon they can have.
But it's still another, you can't take,
And then the defense, they also looked amazing too. So, because they were shutting down Derrick Henry, which is no small task in itself. So, the Chiefs, they look poised for a 3-peat, in my opinion.
I'm saying they're looking great.
Only thing I'm gonna say about the Derrick Henry thing, Chiefs have a nasty D line right there in the front. Right, they're already hard enough to beat. But I think we also can't take away the fact that Derrick Henry's never been that great in short yardage. Right? Like, I think he's kind of known for that. You know, like half the game I was sitting there like, if he can't get them legs going. I mean, they stopped him like within 1 or 2 yards multiple times.
Henry's so big, everybody thinks he's like, I think I was watching, it was like the pivot once. I think Derrick Henry was on the pivot, and Ryan Clark, he was saying, he was like, I think he told him, he was like, you're not really a power running back because you always had to like get your legs going. He was like, because Ryan Clark is obviously a lot smaller than Derrick Henry. He was like, oh yeah, if I just meet you in the hole, I could tackle you because if I hit you before your legs get going.
Right.
He doesn't really run people over. He just gets in space and stiff arms.
And then he's gone.
And he's gone. So
yeah, he's a freight train. He's a freight train, right? But you got to get the train moving before you can, you know. And that's the thing I kind of worried about when they signed him. First of all, Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry, right? Ain't taking nothing from Derrick Henry, but
he's gonna be good.
And the O line's gonna figure. Like I said, it's a lot of week one stuff here, but you know that does have to improve too because we signed you because you Derrick Henry. Like we got to figure it out from the O line perspective, but also Derrick, you're gonna have to stay up and make some plays too. Because there were a couple of times where they handed off to Derrick and Derrick got stuff right there at that, you know, at the line of scrimmage, you know. So again, and that's why I keep going back to it. Ain't all Lamar. There was other stuff there too. But sometimes you gotta give the Chiefs their credit, bro. They find ways to be creative. Andy Reid, man,
he's the best coach in the league.
We don't give him enough credit, bro. We still don't give Andy Reid enough credit.
Yeah, man. Andy Reid is one of them.
Hey, not giving him enough credit, bro.
Side note, I did not know Kellen Moore was a part of the Eagles staff. I did not know.
Yeah, he's the OC.
Yeah,
I had no clue.
That's why I'm not worried about the Eagles doing nothing great this season. Like they gonna cook for a little bit because Kellen Moore, he'll get you a couple of weeks of like, oh damn, we're sort of cold.
We got something going. Yeah,
it's always gonna regress to what Kellen Moore is. And since you brought it up, let's go ahead and pivot to that. Well, I'm saying pivot like I'm on the damn show, but we can go ahead and get to that. The Eagles and the Packers, they played the first NFL game ever in Brazil, which I think was insane. Yeah, but the Eagles, they ended up winning that game by a score of 34-29. But I'm not gonna hold you, bro. That game, that was not a good game, not in my opinion. I thought the Eagles should have lost. And honestly, Jordan Love didn't get hurt at the end, and Jordan Love I think it was he was trying to throw a Hail Mary and he got his ankle rolled up on. I was looking on Twitter just now. It said his ACL is intact. They're undergoing additional scans, so they're trying to figure out what exactly happened.
But something popped for sure.
Yeah, I saw that video where it looked like something popped, so I was like, damn. But yeah, I didn't think the Eagles played a particularly good game at all. Like Saquon, yeah, he was cooking because Saquon actually finally had an O-line. I'm not even a Saquon fan for real like that, but
well, we know.
Shut up. But he was going crazy that game with 3 touchdowns. But still, the Eagles, that defense, I don't know if it was the field because everybody kept slipping and sliding on that field. Yeah. But everybody on the Packers was always open. It was just Jordan Love. He was missing throws and stuff.
Well, I'm about to say, let's be real now. Defense wasn't played in that game at all.
Also true.
Right. Also like that game, I mean, you walk away with to the bathroom, somebody up again. I mean, it was just
like Jaden Reed, he was so like, I'm thankful because he's on my fantasy team.
Right.
Jaden Reed was open like every other play for like a 30-yard game.
Well, I'm mad because I got sniped like 3 different times for Saquon Barkley fantasy. 3 different, I mean, like 3 of these and all of them. I was like, okay, bet my next pick, Saquon. Gone. You know what I mean? By like 2 picks. So I'm mad because he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Like, we can't sleep. Eagles O-lines is tough, right? Now, we're going to see how they are without Jason Kelsey, but they're tough. Saquon is one of them dudes. You talking about somebody getting in space. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, right? And you still have to worry about Hurts. You still have to worry about all the weapons they have. But my question was, what was Hurts looking at?
Yeah,
he didn't play like I like Jalen Hurts. He did not play that. He didn't play a good game. Like
I don't know if
missing throws. I don't know. People had the nerve to say he was better than Dak too, but neither here nor there.
I mean,
stop it. But yeah, Jalen Hurts. I don't know what was going on. Maybe it's just because I know in the offseason he was saying that like this new Kellen Moore offense is like 90% different than like all his other offense he coached for. But maybe it's just growing pains, but he didn't he wasn't hitting them hoes for real.
But I'm gonna say the same thing I said about Lamar. I don't care who your OC is. A bad pass is a bad pass.
Throwing
like OCs don't determine whether or not that safety is sitting there underneath. Like, you know what I mean? Like he threw one. I'm like, bruh.
The first pick was terrible. I don't know why.
It was horrendous. He almost threw another one like back to back. Like,
yeah.
I mean, the safety was literally sitting there like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, he just couldn't get it. Like, what is, bro? I don't know. Again, maybe it's week one. Maybe tomorrow we'll see a bunch of other quarterbacks looking the same way. Then maybe I'll come back and say, okay, it was just week one for everybody. But nah, Jalen was looking kind of crazy. But I mean, I guess my question is to y'all, when you look at that game, you know, one, are the Eagles still the Eagles? And then two, pre-injury, was Jordan Love worth the money?
The Eagles are still the Eagles because I don't think the Eagles are good. So I don't think they've ever really been good.
Statement. That's crazy to say the Eagles aren't good, bro.
No, I think they have a talented team, but I'm gonna save what else I'm gonna say for the hot take. But they are a talented team, but I think a lot of the issues have to do with coaching. And like, yes, it's the players that have to actually make the plays, but I don't think that Sirianni inspires like confidence in them. I don't think he's a good leader. I don't think he really knows what he's doing. I think it's really all on them. Like if they had a different, I don't even know who, if they had a different somebody as their head coach, I think they'd be a lot better.
It feels like he just described Jason Garrett. But but I mean, here's my thing with Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't deny they went on a 6-game losing streak last year to finish the season, right? Then you lose to Baker Mayfield and Tampa in the playoffs at home. Like that's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I think that's just bad timing, injuries, and just sometimes the rhythm just ain't there. But I can't come out of my mouth and say they're not a good team when they're arguably the best team in the NFC East. Right? Like you can't, in your head, really tell me that you think Dallas is better than Philly.
I can, but I don't think both of them are good though.
We said what?
I don't think Dallas is that good either. So
okay, so automatically they damn near win the East just on paper, on just being the best team, right? Because we know Washington's not in the conversation, and the Giants, damn sure, as long as Dan Jones there. That's a college team, for all we know. So it's between two teams, and like if you're putting your money on it, you're not going with Dallas. So it's kind of hard to say they're not good when we know if they stay healthy, if Dallas stay healthy and Philly stays healthy, and it comes down to one team, Philly's the team that makes the playoffs. Just being real.
We'll agree to disagree.
I'll say for the Eagle first I'll answer the Packers thing. With the Packers pre-injury Jordan Love, I'm not gonna lie. Was he worth that, buddy? It just kind of depends on how you felt. For me, I really felt like he got paid because of that Dallas game. If I'm being honest.
Oh, for sure. Like, we forget he struggled the first half of the season.
Yeah.
And then he found that rhythm, and then he went into Dallas and did what he did.
He did what he did in Dallas at Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. And then
it was in Dallas.
And then you went to San Fran and almost won that hoe. So he got paid off of them 2 games. It kind of depends on, look, is it Brazil? Is it the flight? Whatever it was outside. Like I need to see what he looked like in the States first before I can just say, he not worth the buddy. Because I don't know. Like I said, bad football was being played in Brazil. I'm not going to sit here and hold you, bro. Like it was a bad sample size. But as far as the Eagles, I think the Eagles is always a team that they can be talented. They're just worse than what they actually are on paper, if that makes sense. So they should win this division. Will they? I'm not sure, because they were supposed to win the division last year and they just crumbled.
Yeah, and I mean they had it, and then just said,
literally had it and they lost it.
Lost that hoe. And we will continue the 22-year tradition of a different NFC East player winning the division.
That's the only reason I want a different team. That's the only reason I want the Eagles to win the division. I think that streak is cool. I'm not going to hold you, so I wanted to keep happening.
Oh, for real? Well, I mean, let's be real, right? Y'all being the East are also notorious for, instead of someone taking the division, y'all love to see, do you want it?
God, we play hot potato with that bitch.
Hot potato, but
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it'd be
bad.
like the last as soon as you hit week 11, bro. Week 12, niggas be okay. Well, the Eagles are on track to win the division. Oh, we're gonna go on a 2-game losing streak. Dallas go up. Dallas get the lead. Oh, did you just lose to the Commanders? You know what I'm saying? Like you'd be like, how? What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we never know. We never know with y'all. You know, and I'm saying it like I'm not. My team's out in the NFC South, so I can't talk too much crap because but
it's a crazy division, Michael.
Can't say I ain't loyal, dog.
Hey,
Can't say I ain't loyal.
you know the Panthers done been through it. The Panthers done been through it.
Look, don't even. I'm so excited and nervous for tomorrow all at the same time. Like,
who do the Panthers play week 1? Who do the Panthers play week 1?
Thanks.
Oh my God,
That's a winnable game.
Yeah,
that's a winnable game.
That's a winnable game.
That's a winnable game.
I'm not gonna hold you. I might watch that one off the strength. I might watch that one right just off the strength of it.
Just off GP.
Off the vibe. No, Jackson, were you ready to do predictions, or was there something else we had to cover before we?
No, we can go ahead since we brought it up. So let's go ahead and get into some of the predictions we have for the season.
Excuse me. I got to think about it.
Do you have anything, or should I go?
You started off.
My prediction is not even it's.
You gonna say something crazy?
You know, look how he's the foundation. He's gonna say something.
He's gonna lay the foundations of whatever the fuck he got going on.
Hear me out.
Oh God.
Hear me out.
Oh God.
I think, and I actually think this. Hear me out. I think the Dallas Cowboys.
Stop. I don't even know where you're going. Just stop.
They're going to get to the NFC Championship. They're going to lose, but they're going to get to the NFC Championship. That's my hot take. Or not even hot take. That's my prediction for the season.
NFC Championship?
Yeah. NFC. They're going to lose. They will not win the Super Bowl, but they're getting that far and they want to lose.
Are y'all doing that off the back of the defense, or is Dak turning it up?
I think that's turning it up. I don't because I know they're trying to sign that deal like we talked about. I don't think the deal's going to get done, and it's going to be like a
contract year kind of thing.
Yeah, Dak's gonna be mad. CD, he's gonna try to prove himself, or he has already done prove himself because he's cold in general. But he's gonna be like, all right, y'all pay me a lot. I'm gonna show y'all what this money's worth. I think him and Dak are gonna go crazy this season. And then even on the defensive side, Micah, he's gonna be going crazy trying to get that new deal as well. So I think they're gonna play super hard, but I think they're getting to the championship. I don't think they'll win, but they're gonna get to the NFC Championship.
So here's my thing with Dallas. What you're saying is not necessarily crazy. I think that the tough situation is your strength was your defense. And Dan Quinn is in DC now.
I like Mike Zimmer, though.
I'm about to say, you replace him with Mike Zimmer. That is a good replacement. Like, that's probably the best option you could have went right there. You know what I mean? Unless Vic Fangio was all of a sudden a free agent again. Right? So, but here's my thing. When DC's change, people change. Like we don't know how Diggs is Diggs still gonna be Diggs coming off the injury and he's in a new system? Is Micah actually as good as he is? But is Micah the star that he is in, like, for example, Carolina, we just lost one of my best linebackers, Frankie Louvu, to Washington because he literally said, no, I want to be utilized more in a certain way. So I went with Dan Quinn, who does that better than anybody else. That's why he left. He wanted to stay in Carolina. But when Dan Quinn had the option, I can blitz more in this thing. Things are going to change just because you have a whole DC thing. So if y'all fall off, when I say fall off, being from the number 1, number 2 defense to the number 5, number 6, that's still the top 10 defense. But is that enough to carry Dak and company all the way to? And then let's be real, y'all really didn't add nothing offensively.
That's
Zeke. Come on now, Zeke. And I don't know how, y'all know Dallas. Zeke be over here uptown. I'm a man to Zeke by wherever you find the most white women, that's where Zeke is. I'm gonna tell you right now. Look.
That nigga is a milkman.
That nigga is a milk man. Driving the whole truck. All right. You ever want to see Zeke? Go to Uptown Dallas. You'll run right into him. I promise you. All right. So he ain't the option. You know what I'm saying? You lost Pollard. I like the other kid y'all got. Roll, whatever.
Dowdle, Rico.
Yeah. I like him, but he kind of young. You know, O-line is still the O-line, but it ain't what it used to be, right? CD ain't got no help. You didn't really do much at the receiver position. So I'm like, most likely your offense is going to regress just off the fact that y'all didn't add anything to it. People have the same tape. You know how that goes. And then your defense is going to be adjusting. So there might be games that would have been sure things just off the defense alone that while y'all trying to figure it out, we don't know how the first 4 games of the season are really going to go for that. I mean, the Browns ain't no slumps, which is crazy to say. But the Browns, y'all in Cleveland, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so.
I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot of what ifs right now with Dallas, and I think that's the issue I have with NFC Championship run.
Mm-hmm.
Could happen. If it happens, then we're going to be like, "Wow, I can't believe they made it." No, but it's hard for me to say that. That's my hot take is that they make it to the NFC. It's hard for me to say that.
Okay. Or just to like sort of push back just a little before we get to y'all's predictions. I do think that the defense, to your defensive point, I think it will of course be a little bit different, but I think the DB is still going to be good because they still have Al Harris, who is their DB coach, and he's the reason that Diggs get all the picks, that Bland gets all the picks. That
but your number 2 was out for 6 weeks.
I know, but they have a new corner, Kalen Carson, who was crazy in the preseason, so he might cook. So there's that, and then I think the linebacking core is going to be a little bit better because they have
Overshown.
I also believe they brought in Eric Kendricks, who's worked with Mike Zimmer before. Mm-hmm. So I think he's gonna sort of limit that. I can't even think of the correct word for it or the correct term for it, but he's gonna limit that. Or
limit the
change. He's gonna adjustment time. Yeah, he's gonna limit that adjustment time. So I think the defense is still gonna be pretty solid.
And y'all D-line, y'all D-line. Yeah,
of course. So I think the defense is gonna be straight. And then with the offense, they didn't add anybody, but like I said, I think Dak's just gonna try and go absolutely insane this season, and hopefully they utilize Brandon Cooks a little bit more because
you have to.
He's still like Brandon Cooks is still good. They just did not use him for the first like half of the season.
People forget he was 1,000-yard receiver damn near every year until he got to Dallas.
Exactly. So I think the offense is going to be all right at least. But yeah, I still like that's my prediction. I think they're going to get to the championship game. But what are some of the predictions y'all have?
Well, last thing I can't believe y'all didn't sign Gilly. I can't believe y'all didn't sign Gilly like that. You know what I mean?
This Jerry Jones, bro.
How do you not sign? We probably could have got him for like $4 million.
Yeah, Jerry.
That's Jerry Jones. But hey, Jerry Jones got 7 more years, bro. He got 7 more years. He got 7 more years.
You want to go? You want me to go? How you want to do it?
I'll go ahead and get this one out the way. I said it last year. I'm saying it again. Tampa is winning that division. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's not really crazy because that division is not crazy. But I will say, what was the other one I had? That damn, I just had it. Damn, go ahead, man. Go ahead. While
we actually kind of segueing me right now. Of course, I'm gonna do my Carolina prediction because I'm crazy. Yeah. But no, here's my thing. Going off what you're saying with Tampa, they're not gonna win the division. Atlanta's gonna win the division. Here's why. Here's why. One, Kirko. I mean, I'm saying this assuming that Kirko's healthy enough to play, right?
Yeah.
Them boys loaded. I don't think people see what they did. First of all, they already had one of the best defenses last year. Then they added to it by adding Justin Simmons. I think they got somebody else. They added another defensive player. I can't think of his name right now. You got Kirko, who's going to come in and do what he does with all them weapons in Atlanta. Bro, Bijan. Then you got Algier behind Bijan, behind a pretty solid O-line in a really bad division. And then people forget, yes, Baker had his little resurgence or whatever it was, but let's call a spade now. Everywhere Dave Canales went, Dave, who's the Panthers head coach now, but who was the OC for Baker and also the one that brought Geno Smith back to life. What happened when he left? Geno kind of went right back down. Right now, not to the bottom, but he definitely fell off. Baker had his best year because they do the little quick screens and short passes and let Baker bake and all that crap. He's gone. And the OC is gone. The OC's in Carolina as well. So now Baker has to relearn another system and do this all up. We know how it is when Baker has to do that. That's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. And then let's be real, too. Tampa has talent, but Tampa is aging, dog.
Yeah, they are
aging. Like they lost one of their best linebackers went to Philly, right? I think that one of their safeties is hurt or corners is hurt. They didn't really replace anybody defensively. They lucky that Mike Evans stayed. Mike was going to go to KC. Mike was like a day away from going to KC. So they lucky Mike stayed because number one would have been Chris Godwin.
If he would have went to Kansas City, man.
What?
We're not doing this.
What?
He went to Kansas
City. Get them niggas the ring. Season over with.
Oh God, because
right, him, Hollywood, then they still might get Xavier. Oh my God. So Tampa is going to be one of those teams that's going to compete. I think they're going to win some games they should probably lose. Might lose some games they should probably win. Because again, it's a lot of change, especially on the offensive side. And I don't know. Baker Mayfield ain't the quarterback I'm over here waiting to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Remember how when Brady got there, they were struggling in the beginning. He said, "Okay, look, we finna change his offense to what did I need it to be so we can do what we do."
Yeah,
Baker don't have that type of pull.
That nigga motion is not like that.
That nigga, look, I trust Kirkhope more to do that than I do Baker. So when you look at we just talked about on paper with the NFC East. On paper, I got to go Atlanta. Now, for my take, Carolina's going to surprise some people. Now, before we think I'm over here saying playoff Super Bowl, none of that, I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is I think Carolina is set up to be kind of on that Detroit Lions system, right? You remember the first year when Dan Campbell got there, Detroit only won 4 games. But every game they lost was so exciting because they was in every single game. The culture was different. You didn't really recognize, oh, these niggas only 4 and whatever. It felt like they was fighting for a playoff spot every week. Right? And then the next year, I think they won like 7 games, 8 games, something like that. And then we saw what last year was. Yeah. Right? I'm not saying we get that far with it, but what I'm saying is I think Dave Canales has come in. We spent $100 million on the O-line. Got Robert Hunt, got the other guard we got, but both top 10, top 15 guards. We already have Taylor Moton at right tackle. Our center is Austin Corbett, who won a Super Bowl with the Rams. We just moved him from guard to center. And then Ike is really the question mark, Ike Ekwonu. Bryce is finally going to have time to actually stand in the pocket and throw.
That's what I want to see. I want to see if how good Bryce is when he actually has time.
He actually has time.
And some more weapons.
And, bro, we added Deontay Johnson for nothing, right? You still have Thielen, which, say what you want, he had 1,000 yards last season. Yeah. Right?
He'll get open. That's
about it. He's going to get and a little bit of yak on him. He got a little bit of yak on him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to get about 10, but he got some. You know what I mean? We went out and get Xavier Leggett. Okay. We say dog. Yeah. All right. and then you got Jatavian Sanders out of Texas, who's already starting for us. And who is
he's good too.
Tight end. We haven't had one of them since Greg Olsen. The boy know how to get open. The boy know how to catch, and he's uber athletic. And then you also have Jonathan Brooks, as we drafted from Texas as well, who, let's be real, only reason people don't really know him for real is because he was stuck behind Bijan, who, I mean, I think that says enough, right? So your O-line's better. Bryce is going to have time to work. Oh, and Canales built the offense to fit Bryce's style, which is exactly what happened with C.J. Stroud in Houston. They didn't ask him to be something different. They're letting him be what he needs to be versus when Frank was here in Carolina last year, he trying to make Bryce into CJ. He built the offense thinking he's going to have CJ, basically. And that's not Bryce's game. Y'all watch him when he played like the Texas game, when he's at Bama, all that. Bryce likes to move, getting out, sling from outside the pocket, all that stuff. And then when he needs to sit, he can. But let him get that rhythm going. And it looks like that's what the offense is going to be. That's a prediction. So my thing is, I think a successful season for Carolina, 5 to 7 wins. And I think 7 is pushing it. So I'm really saying 7. No, I think a successful season. That's not, and that's only because the division is just shitty. We just had the conversation, right? But my real guess, somewhere between 4 to 6 wins is what I'm expecting. You double we get 4 wins. Hey, we did something. We get 5, 6, 7 wins. We got some cooking. Yeah. So I think Carolina's going to surprise some people and it's going to beat some teams that people aren't expecting.
I feel that. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, especially with the Atlanta stuff. Like I told Jax already, like, look, Atlanta is supposed to, win this division. I just don't think they are. Now, I am subject to change my mind if Michael Penix ends up being that quarterback, because I have biases. You know what I mean? I will be rooting for that other team. But with the Panthers thing, that's my main thing. I just want to see Bryce Young just get in rhythm. I just want to see like some consistency, like from an old line, just from a game to game thing. Like it just looked horrible to watch this nigga like last year. It wasn't even his fault. It was just like, bro, like
we just want to see him have a chance. We just want to see him have a chance.
Hey, that's my thing. When you saying and it's 3 niggas in your face that's before you like, get the ball, bro. Like,
I feeling bad for the nigga. I'm like, damn, this is.
And
crazy.
that's what I was saying kind of last year when everyone was like, oh, y'all messed. Y'all should pick CJ. Y'all should. It's like, cool, you can say that, but let's be real. If we switch Bryce and CJ, I still think you see a very similar situation. Like, I think Bryce cooks better in that offense because CJ was standing there for 5-6 seconds at times, and behind that O line, you can put Aaron Rodgers behind our O line last year. That nigga ain't doing that. You can't get the ball off, right? So I think that's the thing for me is that I think you get Bryce might get comeback player of the year. That's another thing I think it's going to take. If he does anything well, he's already 10 times better than he was last year.
True.
You know, so. Yeah, I don't think I'm saying anything crazy. I don't think I'm saying, and it does help that we kept Evero, who was our defensive coordinator. So our defense was pretty solid last year, and then hopefully our offense can actually do more than 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So
that's
yeah. I don't think I'm saying anything crazy. I just think that people don't watch Carolina, so they just assume off the ESPN highlight that Bryce is a bum. But there's a reason Bryce was number 1.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Nobody was worried about Bryce and CJ.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
besides maybe like the size aspect. That's about it for Bryce. But like no one was, but his actual talent, nobody was like, oh, he should be a 3rd rounder. They drafted him because they ain't like it was Malik Willis two years ago.
And Malik Willis is kind of.
We all was like Malik only getting drafted in the 1st round because ain't nobody in this.
Ain't nobody here. I feel that. That's tough. And when you said what you said, it reminded me of the other thing I was going to say. Yes, the other prediction that I have, Jax, please don't get mad at me.
I'm gonna get mad at you.
It's understandable. The Colts winning that division, man.
Colts?
The Colts are winning that division.
AFC South?
Yeah, that's the Colts, Texans, Jags.
They're winning.
Jags.
They're winning that division. Don't ask me for no analysis. I'm hate watching.
Well, hold on. So Titans is trash. We know that.
Yeah.
Jags kind of depends on Sunshine.
No.
Texans are a good football team, and they got better.
Texas did get better.
Texas
did what y'all should have did. Went to go get Stephon Diggs.
God.
With the same everything, basically.
Exactly.
And then
the Colts.
Yeah, the Colts.
I don't trust Anthony Richardson.
I don't see, like. I'm not saying he's bad, but everybody. Anthony Richardson. Like he wasn't even good at Florida.
Right.
And then also another thing that's crazy, I didn't realize this, but a lot of people like criticize Trey Lance, and we were talking about him a little bit earlier, like how he wasn't good. And with him, he just needs an opportunity because I think they're saying since high school he's only played like 530 like snaps at quarterback. Anthony Richardson, I believe he played like 507. So like he also doesn't have that much experience. So I'm just like, I think Anthony Richardson he can be good, but everybody acting like he's going to be the second coming. I don't get it. Like, well, I haven't seen it. He was never that good at Florida. He was okay in his first few games before he got hurt, and like that's it. Like,
here's the thing. Jonathan Taylor's back. That helps, right? You can actually establish a run game this time. I believe they have a similar or same old lines last year, so that kind of helps. But Anthony is not the guy you want throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game. So it means he has to establish his. And you got Michael Pittman out there. You got I forgot the number 2, but he's solid too. Like they got weapons. But my thing is, if he's throwing the ball that much, you're probably losing. That's not a good thing. And then 2, in order to really get his rhythm, he has to run so he can throw. And so I don't know, y'all know, but we see how this goes for quarterbacks. We saw how it went for Cam. We saw how it went for RG. We saw, hopefully Lamar don't take all them hits like he did week 1 because he can't do that for 16, 17 games.
Especially if he lost weight. He's small.
Right, he lost weight. He didn't put on weight. You know what I'm saying? Cam was 240. Like, that's different. You know? Like, AR is special when he's running the ball. Like, don't get me wrong. But there's a reason he didn't finish the season. Matter of fact, I think he was the first rookie to get hurt.
Yeah.
Quarterback. Actually, the only one because Bryce and CJ finished the season.
And Bryce is getting Bryce 5 foot. Bryce is 5'5", 112 pounds, getting his ass.
Bryce led the league.
He still made it. And he still made it through the season.
Bryce missed one game. And I don't even know if it was for injury or if it was they were just trying to give him a second.
That's honestly more impressive right there.
That was a Seattle game. He missed the Seattle game. But yeah, no, like AR has to get going by running the ball. So if that's how you have to win, right? I mean, let's be real. He's just Josh Allen.
Amen.
People don't want to say it. People don't want to say it. Josh Allen ain't that fucking good.
And for sure. We call that nigga doodle ball all the time. Like that's
he's talented. But I hate when they compare that man to Cam, because in the same time difference, Cam was on a whole different stratosphere than where Josh Allen is. Josh Allen done shit. Now I will say he did get hold of one game with the KC Bills game, the overtime shit. There's a reason they changed that rule. But besides that, what has Josh actually done? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Cam never had a Stephon Diggs. My bad. Go ahead.
Listen, bro. The fact, like Cam Newton, he was amazing, but he's not gonna make the Hall of Fame because he doesn't have the stats. He didn't play long enough and all that. They're gonna like try to erase Cam Newton's legacy so much. Crazy. It's going to piss me off.
Which is crazy, bro. Cam had it.
This nigga was
everybody out there.
That nigga was a culture shifter. I mean, that is.
What?
I still remember when Madden didn't want to put him on the cover. I don't even know why they put Gronk on the cover because they didn't want to put Cam Newton.
Remember they did Sherm and they did Gronk back-to-back years.
Listen,
bro. Cam had the niggas. They was posing at halftime, dog. Niggas was taking full team pictures with the game still going, bro. Nah, bro. Cam had that shit lit, bro. I don't care. And that's maybe this is my bias, but you can't tell me MVP pre-injury Cam wasn't that nigga, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They be comparing Josh Allen to him, and it irks me to my core. So I'm like, bro, this nigga has had more weapons, and they can't say, oh, the defense is defense. It was Sean McDermott, who was their head coach, who built a great defense at the time for Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. Nigga, it's you. You're throwing 4 picks a game. They got shit to do with. So yeah, no. All right, I'm done. I'm just on my soapbox. I can't stand that shit. I can't stand that shit, bro. Even when AR was coming out, oh, he's going to be the next Cam Newton. No, Cam was a better thrower than AR. Period.
It's only one Cam, bro.
Exactly.
It's literally only one Cam. You cannot replicate.
Another prediction I have. I don't think, or Justin Fields. He's ending the season as the Steelers' starting quarterback. Like as much as I like Russ, but he's.
Oh, absolutely.
Justin Fields is going to be that starter by the end of that season.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
I really don't think that's I think the plan is you get Russ for $1.5 million, so nothing. You come in, hey, show this little young nigga how to do what the fuck he needs to do. All right, show him how to study, show him how to watch tape, show him because it wasn't. I don't think it was Justin Fields' fault that Chicago was just a shit show. And then all of a sudden, they get Carolina's first round pick. And then draft Caleb. Now y'all want to go sign Keenan Allen and all these different. Then you still draft another receiver, and you got DJ Money. If y'all would have did that for Justin, he probably would have been okay.
Like Justin Fields and Bryce Young are like the same to me, in like that. I just want to see them with a chance.
Just with a chance.
And Justin Fields, he never had that chance. And now you see them rolling out the red carpet for Caleb Williams. I know, just like damn, like, bruh. I would have loved 3 like number 1 receivers.
Not that he's not nice. I'm not saying he's not nice. Yeah. Kid is nice. But we're going to see week 1 when he's playing against some real defenses and everything. But Fields never got a fair shot. You're changing the OC every year. Your GM don't know what he's doing. Matter of fact, they changed the GM during his time.
Ain't these niggas get robbed?
Huh?
Ain't these niggas get robbed? Didn't they stay there and get robbed?
They did. I remember that.
Yeah, they did.
What's going on, bro?
I think it's a good situation where you got Russ there to really show him what it's like to be a professional quarterback all the way through.
He needed a mentor. His mentor was Mitch Trubisky, bro. That's right. He's not teaching nobody nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Anyway.
That's horrible.
Then you got Mike Tomlin. What's literally the best situation you can be in.
Yeah.
When you're trying to reestablish yourself.
Automatic 8 wins. So you know you're not going to have a bad season.
You're not going to have a bad, you have to grind out a little bit because they just don't have the talent. But they got some weapons. You got George Pickens out there. They got the run game. They got some pieces for you. And Tomlin ain't finna let you just throw you out there to die.
Yeah.
Especially when they know you're only, I think it's what, 23?
Yeah, he's not even
nigga young.
Like 24, 23. So yeah, you sit behind Russ for a few weeks, let Russ do what he do, and then whether it's halfway through the season or even you take over next season, you're winning. Then you just have a prove a year. Get your contract. Okay, we just saw Jordan Love get paid off in one game, basically.
Literally. That's the blueprint right there, nigga.
Yeah. Fields is literally in the perfect situation.
Yeah, only
you gotta make the most of it.
And the expectations aren't high. It's not like he's having to take over for Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. No one's expecting the Steelers to win no damn Super Bowl this year.
Nah, let Fields get in there and let them have their first losing season. All hell gonna break loose. That's gonna be.
I can't.
If that streak down that nigga watch, bro, it's gonna be insane. I ain't gonna hold you. That might move some families away. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit gonna. That might be. Is it about that time, Jackson?
Are we doing picks before hot takes? Or
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we are doing picks. My fault.
Yeah, for sure.
We are doing
picks for some NFL games.
Basically, yeah. So the Ravens, Chiefs. We lost that one.
Yeah.
Jax picked the Packers. I picked the Eagles.
That
one. Obviously won that one. But for the prime time games, who the fuck is playing prime time on Sunday? It is Rams Lions.
Yeah, that's a game.
That's gonna be a good ass game.
Yeah,
and I think Jared Goff's gonna win that bitch.
Goff in the sling that one.
I got the Lions winning that one.
Well,
and no more Aaron Donald, right?
No more Aaron Donald. Them niggas getting pushed around, bro.
Hey, you say what you want. That might be if we talking about Goff, it might be start Jahmyr Gibbs.
I think with Jahmyr, Gibbs, I don't think it's really like between him and David Montgomery. I don't think there's really like somebody's gonna have to start the game, but they're pretty much like 50-50. I don't think it really matters with them.
Whoever start the game, run up at the middle. Aaron Donald ain't there no more, bro.
That's true.
Let that O-line work. And they have an O-line. Let that O-line work, bro. Goff should throw that ball about 22 times a game. That's about it.
Yeah, and like the Lions, what they got dome games for like 15 weeks.
Something crazy like that.
Something crazy. Like they only have to worry about
right. And he's inside when Goff is inside.
Yeah, Goff is inside for 15 weeks.
Hot take. Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to threaten the Triple Crown this year.
Hey man, look. I grabbed that nigga in fantasy immediately whenever I found out
he is going to threaten the one that Cooper Kupp won, and then before that was Steve Smith. He is going to threaten the Triple Crown this year if everybody stays healthy. Because the man leads the league in reception damn near every year. Goff love to target him. Goff is going to find him one way or another. Got it. He's going to get the catches. He's going to get the receptions. It's really about the yards.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be the yards. I don't think he'll get the yards.
I don't know why not. He had what, 1,200 last year?
Yeah, but I feel like
estimation. I don't know off the top of my head, but
well, I mean, I think there's people like Tyree. He's obviously going to go crazy. CD going to go crazy as well. I just think there's a few wide receivers that are better than him that have a better chance of getting like yardage wise at least.
See, but that's the thing about Triple Crown. I don't think it's about being the best receiver. You have to be good because like Steve Smith won the Triple Crown with Randy Moss and T.O. in the league.
Yeah, no, I think
and Jake Delhomme as his quarterback. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like even with Cooper Kupp wasn't the best receiver in the league, but you got a gunslinger who can get the ball to you and you touching it 20 times a game.
I feel like with just to talk about the Lions real fast, I think they're gonna try to get Jameson Williams involved a lot more on some like explosive stuff. So that might take away from a lot of his yards because I think they're gonna try to get like those big chunk plays from Williams.
But that's even more reason that he's gonna win because again, now you got to cover the deep shot. Now you actually have to worry. Okay, cool. I hit my man's 4 times. You finally bring the safeties up. Go crazy, Jameson. You back at Alabama. Like that's how the deep shot works. That's what you set it up with play actions, short throws, and then boom, man on man. You have to bring the box down. Oh yeah, go crazy, Jameson. But you only taking maybe 3 of those shots a game. Mm-hmm. Like even y'all y'all don't throw the CD downfield 6 times.
That's true.
That CD up with short slants, routes, comebacks, hooks, and then finally They go 1-on-1 or whatever it may be, safety drop. Then you let CD get a chance, right? Or that's when you throw it to Brandon Cooks on the other side.
Yeah. In theory, if they throw it to Brandon Cooks. We don't know about that. We don't know about that.
I don't understand. If they decide they're going to let him play football this year, then that's where you do it.
Yeah.
That's mind-boggling. And on Monday night, we have the
Jets and 49ers.
The Jets 49ers.
I think we know who's going to win that game.
Yeah. What day is that? Is that September 9th, 2 days before?
Almost
a year. I feel
is it going to be a 9/11 game? When is 9/11? No, 9/11 on Wednesday.
No, they ain't gonna be. But yeah, I'm getting. Obviously, the 49ers are gonna win this.
Yeah,
it's not even a question for real. Do you have your upset of the week?
My upset of the week, I will go with. Well, I don't know if it's really a. Well, no, it's an upset. I think I can see the Jags beating the Dolphins.
Jags beating the Dolphins.
Who's home?
They're at the Dolphins, but they're both from Florida, so I don't think it don't really matter.
No, it matters. Boy, that's a giant dip, boy. Jacksonville to Miami, boy, that's like 6 hours, dude.
For real?
Yeah, but Florida is huge. I used to live out there.
Damn.
From Tampa to Miami is 4 hours. Jacksonville is 2 more hours north.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so Jacksonville is like an hour from Atlanta, bro. Or an hour and a half from Atlanta. Yeah, it's real close.
Oh, damn. But whatever. I can see the Jags beating the Dolphins. I don't like it's my upset pick. Probably won't happen, but I can see it. What do you have for an upset?
Look, I'm struggling between picking the Cardinals over the Bills.
I guess
kind of
will be an upset. That's not really an upset, but it is an upset. It's not really an upset.
I was gonna say you might pick that.
I kind of want to go there, but ultimately I'm gonna stand 10 toes. I think this will probably be the first year the Colts win their first game.
I thought he was gonna say Colts Texans. I'm like, that's.
I'm gonna pick Colts. I'm gonna pick Colts Texans. Colts over Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And when these Houston niggas, watch this pod, and, this nigga hating, bro. I'm not trying to hate, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I just think the Colts are just a little different this year. Not saying that they're gonna do anything with it, but I think they're gonna win this game.
Yeah.
I'm going Panthers Saints, obviously, but it's really not even like because
I feel like it's not an upset.
I think that's a winnable game for Carolina.
It's definitely winnable,
right? But if I take that away, so I take away the bias. Commanders Bucks. I think Jaden, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna win MVP, pull a CJ Stroud season, but he got weapons. He got Dan Quinn's defense, and the boy can run. He can run and throw.
The only nigga that's gonna hold him back is Austin Eckler. God,
you say that, but I like Eckler though. I don't care what nobody says.
Eckler is slow. He's not good no more. He is slow now.
What? The Chargers weren't good at all last year.
I know, but still. Both of them was ass. Chargers was ass and Eckler was ass, bro.
All they did was no receivers.
And two cheeks.
Right? No receivers. Whole lot of shit. Come on, bro. And look, the coach was already tapped out. Nah, bro. Don't nothing make a player resurge like moving to a new team.
Nah, I don't know about him, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't see Adrian Peterson in that Titans jersey. I don't see.
Well, Adrian was 40. What are you talking about?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Adrian was 40. I ain't trying to hear that, bro.
Oh shit. Is it finally time for hot takes of the week?
Yeah. Or do we do lock of the week? Or no, we already did that, right?
Oh shit.
No,
we did upset.
Okay.
No, let me lock.
My lock. I think the lock is gonna be the Bengals are beating the Patriots. It's the. I don't even need to expound on that.
Damn. Do we? I thought Jacoby Brissett was that one, my nigga. What's up?
He is. He's gonna throw for like 400 yards. They're gonna lose by a touchdown.
Let me. Oh my god. Oh damn. The Vikings and the Giants play. That is not a lock. Oh my god.
Oh wait, yeah, never mind. Because they got Sam Darnold.
That is not a fucking.
No, hold on. Y'all forget Sam Darnold's always good the first 4 weeks of the season.
But then he's still Sam Darnold, though.
Sam Darnold always looks good the first 4 weeks of 3-4 weeks of the season every time. Oh, is that Sam? Is Sam?
You know what? Is that Sam? No, it's not.
Yeah, you could. You're convincing me.
Week 4.
You're convincing me because Daniel Jones always has a horrible first week. That shit was. The niggas played Dallas last week and got their ass busted 40-0. Yeah, let me. You know what? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna lock it in. Vikings. Wait,
I think they win that first. Because
Jettis he's healthy.
Right? And Addison's playing too.
Okay, but yeah, let me go ahead and lock in. Let me lock in Vikings. This is probably the only time I'm gonna lock in Vikings. The rest of the year. See, y'all got me fucked up, bro.
Bro, I'm the easiest one, y'all. Niners over Jets, bro.
But we already did. We did
that for the.
Okay. I'm like, that's the lock, nigga.
No.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers is back there, bro. I'll tell you, that's the game with Hassan Reddick sign. I'm telling you right now.
No, I agree with you. Like once that game ends and Troy Aikman is talking that shit, all right, bro. Okay.
I'm actually very curious about this Patriots Bengals game. I'm not gonna lie.
I really think.
I don't think it's as locked as people think it is.
I really feel like the Patriots are gonna win that hoe. I'm not gonna lie.
I think, bro. I'm low key. Like, I don't know if they're gonna win it, but they're gonna compete. That's gonna be a game. The Bengals be like.
That's going to be a field goal game. That's going to be a field goal game. Like
that's going to be okay because Burrow's just coming back. Don't know how he's going to look. You know what I mean? You got your weapons, but
I'm assuming Jamar Chase is playing this game.
Okay. No, they say it's a game time, bro. That nigga is not playing, bro. That nigga want his money.
He was back at practice. I seen videos of him practicing, bro. So we gonna see.
That boy want him money,
bro. Bet
me get two. Both their safeties are gone too now. They both in Atlanta.
But
no, one's in Atlanta and one is in. I forgot what other safety went, but yeah, they gone.
Betting against Jacoby kind of crazy, Jax. That's your man's, bro.
Stop, bro.
That's OG, bro.
Who percent?
Yeah, Jacoby. I think Jacoby said it. Let me not. I'm saying most. I think he's cold though. I think he just needs an actual chance. Or he should have got the chance a long ass time ago, but like it's sort of too late for that. But I think. He's not. Jacoby said he deserved to be a starting quarterback somewhere.
No, I think that's fair. I think he does deserve to be a starting quarterback. Yeah. But he's also in the perfect role where he can keep being a career backup. Everywhere he goes, he starts.
Yeah, he started for at least a couple games. So
yeah, I hope Carolina.
It's nice little career. I'm getting him a little bag. So I can't hate on it.
That's what's up. That's fine. So finally, moment we all been waiting for. Hot takes of the week. This can be a hot take about anything. It doesn't have to be sports related. It can be if you want it to be. If you have one off rip, you can go ahead, let it slide. Or if you need time to think, me and Jax can go first. It's up to you.
Give me a second. Y'all go. Let me think.
All right.
Okay.
Well, my hot take. Or play that or whatever.
My phone.
But I sort of brought this up a little bit earlier, but my hot take is Nick Sirianni he's not making it out the season, bro. He's not finishing the season as the Eagles.
What?
He's getting
run me my credit, nigga.
What?
Credit. I told you that nigga was on a hot seat. I told you that nigga was on a hot seat like 6 months ago. He was like, bro, why would he be off the hot, bro?
Nigga, 6 months ago. You think I don't even remember what I ate yesterday.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. We on the same page. We see
That's
it.
Crazy.
But no, I think because like last season was the losing 6 games in a row because they just fell apart. I think that's going to continue. Like even that last game they just played, they didn't look good. They just managed to win because the Packers sort of. I don't know. Jordan Love, he didn't look that good either, to be honest. But I don't think Nick Sirianni finishes the season as that Eagles head coach. That's my hot take.
I think he'll get fired. He may finish that season, but this will definitely be his last year, in my opinion. I ain't gonna hold you, but I've been saying that, and people be like, "What?" But at the same time, it's just like the Eagles is not the sword you want to die on because them niggas get rid of coaches regardless.
Got rid of Andy Reid.
Them niggas got rid of Dougie P after the Super Bowl. So I mean, it really don't matter. Like them niggas could win the Super Bowl and niggas get fired every day, B. So I get it. I understand it.
And also, Jalen Hurts doesn't like Nick Sirianni. Like it's been reported on multiple times that they don't like each other, or at least he doesn't like him.
And they paid him, so they got to stick on Jalen's side.
Exactly.
Yeah, that.
And
although,
bitch, 600 pounds.
It's probably gonna be 2 NFC East coaches that don't have a job by the end of the season.
We can only hope. We can only hope. We can only hope.
I'm about to say, I think your boy might be out too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We can only hope.
He have to go crazy. He gonna have to pull something out his ass.
Even once perfect world Dallas win the Super Bowl. We know that's not happening. A slightly imperfect world, Dallas gets to the NFC Championship. They lose, and Mike McCarthy is also fired just because.
Yeah, I think pretty much if y'all don't see a Super Bowl, McCarthy's fired. Period. Like I think y'all have to go to. Like he don't have to win it, but he has to get there.
I need it to happen.
Yeah, he has to get there
for the greater good.
Yeah, when someone said that he was a BBW, Jason Garrett, I really just
BBW Jason Garrett is Jason Garrett. Shit.
It's very.
Who?
I understand.
That's a tweet. That had to be a tweet.
It was.
That's crazy, bruh.
It was a UH nigga. It was from I think Niles.
From who?
Was it Niles?
You gotta send me that. Send me that. I gotta see that. That is insane.
Yeah. That nigga.
I do have one. I think
Wait, hold on.
Jetta's request a trade. I think Jetta's request a trade.
Who? You said you think Jetta's requests a trade?
Mm-hmm. Josh Jefferson.
Oh, I thought you said he did. I'm like, nigga, wait.
After he just got the deal,
Sam gonna start out 2-0, like he always do, type shit, you know, or 1-1 is a good enough game, and then he gonna do exactly what he do.
But you don't think Jefferson he won't want to wait on McCarthy next season?
No,
but still,
I don't think McCarthy good, but I'm just saying
if I stay, right, because we know Sam's not the man long term.
Of course.
I have to wait for you to go through a whole rookie quarterback change.
Fair enough.
Right?
Because he never had to do that.
If you're bad enough, you might get a chance at Dion, Shador.
Yeah.
But I still am trying to figure out Shador, how good he really is versus how good he isn't. Like he makes some great throws, but I also don't know if he's that nigga or we just giving him the prime credit. I don't know yet. I really don't know. We have to see how the rest of the season goes. But
based off of last season, I didn't think he was that good. But I know it's only been one game, but I think he's for sure stepped up since last season.
Yeah, I mean it's not his. Again, he was kind of in the Bryce situation. Every time he started football, the O line was just failing him. So
yeah.
If you're Justin Jefferson, is that what I want to go through for the next 3 years?
Yeah,
because Justin's already been in the league 4 years now.
Something like that.
He just had at least 3 years.
And yeah, you dealing with like Jamar Chase has already been to a Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying?
He got for sure.
You know, Amon Ra's out here going crazy every week with golf.
Oh, God.
Right? Everybody that's kind of in his class is kind of CD.
AJ Brown got a nice.
Everybody got a better quarterback than him.
Everybody eating.
Literally.
But I mean, JJ's eating off of pure talent.
Yeah.
Right. And let's be real. Does he want to be the next Andre Johnson? Probably not.
Fuck no.
Probably not. Right? You think them OGs ain't talking to him? Hey, man.
Tight.
You know what I mean? That nigga ain't trying to live in Minnesota.
Also true.
It's just so many factors, bro. And tell me he requested a trade. They're not finna send a house for him. Niggas finna send 2 first-round picks, their baby mama, and a house to get that nigga, bro.
Niggas will send their baby mama for free, but
their real mama. They might send their real mama. Hey, moms, look, I love you, dog, but
hey, yo, we doing it. We doing it for Big Mini, yo.
Hey, look, when we get this ring, I'll send you one. That's all I can do.
Okay, I'll mail it. I'll ship it.
So that's my hot take. I think he requests a trade by then.
Yeah.
Or probably by trade deadline.
I can see that too. Low key, it wouldn't surprise me. I'll say that.
Yeah, I know it's crazy with the deal and everything, but at the same time, if Vikings start out 2-4, they're blowing the shit up anyway.
Very true.
Right? You got Jordan Addison becomes your number 1.
Fuck it.
Go from there.
Points were made. My hot take, Jax, I understand what we were talking about with the gold medal versus the world record. Look, I was on your side, and to a degree, I still kind of agree. But it's not as I'm not as 10 toes as I originally on it. Mainly, long story short, Hidden talent should be hidden. They should stay hidden. People should not know your hidden talents. I'm gonna share my screen so I can further explain what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, this right here, I should never know who this nigga is, bro.
What?
The Guinness World Record holder, most table tennis balls bounced against a wall with the mouth in 30 seconds. He did this shit 47 times.
Stop showing this video.
Now read that first comment.
How'd you go?
Nah,
you can't go to your wife. You can't go home to your wife and kids and be like, "Oh, look what Daddy did."
How do you know you can do that?
Nah,
the record is.
He said all he had
different angles is crazy.
He said all you had to do was win. I promise you, whoever that record was, there was no record before this.
Oh
my! You didn't know that was a thing.
Yo, and that nigga probably said, "I'm gonna do it so many times it'll never be broken."
Oh God, it's like, bro, what, brother? What, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? That's what it was. So when I said that, I was like, I don't want to be a world record holder for like anything. Like, bro, like there has to be some stipulations on world record holding. The Guinness Book of World Records used to mean something. That shit used to mean shit to me. When we go to the book fair,
what?
Bro, shiny blue ass
gonna flip through it.
Nigga, you start talking about niggas that we would never talk about. 2 weeks later, we forget about the whole shit. That used to be a thing, bro. Now we got this. This is what we get into, Jackson, bro. Look, I understand what you're saying because from a standpoint, I get it. But hidden talent should stay hidden because we should never know what the fuck that is. And number two, everything shouldn't be a world record. This is not a world record.
He shouldn't be proud of that. He should be ashamed of himself.
Crazy. And I'm mad at the video because these niggas were slow-moing this shit.
Different angles. Now I'm like, I don't want to see this.
Nigga cheeks was.
Yes,
bro. Stop.
And it was bouncing the wall. It's germs, nigga.
Like that's a very specific like task to do.
Why are you gay?
You gay. No, it's legit though. It's just like, bro, like when I saw that on my Twitter feed, I'm like, cause not gonna lie, my hot take was gonna be more towards like Penny Hardaway because that shit that's going on in Memphis is getting crazy.
Bro, I don't know how he still got a job. I don't know how they haven't just ended.
As a black man, I'm commended. I'm impressed that he staying this long. I ain't gonna.
He's like Hugh Jackson. How he ain't get fired for the Browns for like all them years.
God. Yeah, but it's more than just losing. Like every other year, like again, Houston was in the same conference. Bro, they remember James Wiseman situation. They haven't won nearly enough to really mean anything. Like
Mikey
how does a chance to have a job? And I love Penny. Don't get me wrong.
I love Penny too.
Love Penny too. Like I love Penny, but like y'all need to go ahead and just end this experiment. And then he go to do whatever he want to do. Because I ain't gonna say he don't want to coach, but he ain't doing it the right. I mean, bro, Kelvin Sampson didn't get in this much trouble. All right.
And now you
got in a lot of trouble.
And then you fired 4 more of your assistants like last week.
You just fired 4 of yours, so your whole coaching staff is empty. Nigga, you should have left with them.
Like, bro, it's getting crazy. But like he can recruit his ass off. I get it, but
yeah, well, it ain't that hard when you know what I mean. Hey, I'm Penny Hardaway.
Yeah, and you're breaking the law.
Right, and you're breaking the law, right?
You're breaking the law. You're not doing it correctly.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Penny. I'm glad they gave him a chance, but this is definitely, they got to stop giving people coaching jobs without coaching experience. I'm gonna just be real.
Yeah, we're talking to you, JJ.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Reddick.
That's gonna be fun. But I mean, even Juwan Howard, that whole Michigan thing was interesting.
Yeah,
interesting. He had a little bit of coaching experience with the Heat, but he was, but
yeah.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing that. We gotta give it up, man. We gotta give it up. On 2K and Madden, but not
in real life.
Not in real life, dog.
With real lives, bro. Like these are humans, my nigga. This is crazy. NIL is real. Real quick, shout out to the Jelly fam. One of them niggas decided to retire from basketball. I think Javon Quirley.
So who?
Was it Javon Queerly? The light skinned nigga that was a part of Jelly Fam.
Oh, got you.
He retired from basketball. He's stepping away from the game. And it's kind of sad. I understand it. Like I get where he's coming from, but the fact that none of them outside of maybe Nas Reed really made it out, damn, really changed the game, really changed the culture for a hot little minute. Especially for layup purposes. So I wanted to shout that out real quick. And as we conclude from this podcast, any last words from everybody?
Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan, man.
Oh God.
Bro, facts, bro. Crazy, bro.
And Fat Man Scoop. Rest in peace.
Crazy, bro. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't, please. Please don't.
Bryce Young revenge season. That's my last thing.
I understand.
Bryce Young revenge season, bro. He coming back for y'all niggas, man. Anybody that had something to say, Bryce would be like that. Don't even worry about it.
Is a resurgical summer for this nigga?
Resurgical summer.
This nigga.
I got that meme in my phone, but that boy said stun on the hoes. Stun on the hoes. Bryce on the wall. Stun on the hoes.
Nah, this. we definitely gonna see. We are definitely gonna see. And lastly, for me, I hate when I can't find this goddamn tweet. Oh, I know one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Only thing worse than a nigga is two of them. Hey man, we're gonna leave it at that. Hey man, round of applause for my nigga, man. Glad for you. Thank you for coming on the pod, bro. It's been a long time coming. I've been trying to do this early. I know you was trying to defend for Bryce Young, put on for the city. It's been great. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Road to 1,000.
Yeah, man. For all these niggas, man, they funny as hell, consistent too. For all these niggas, always good time on y'all pod, bro. I love watching y'all shit for real.
I appreciate that.
We appreciate that, man. Cause consistent is all we can do. And speaking of consistency,
donations.
Let's be consistent about these donations too, nigga.
Gifts.
More gifts, nigga.
Hey, I got one more thing. I'm so sorry. I got one more thing, bro. For all the Ravens fans out there, bro, y'all go ahead and talk to y'all OC, whatever, bro. I'm not on no hating shit, but I drafted Mark Andrews in like 3 leagues, dog. I need y'all to figure out what the fuck going on. Like, I like I'm gonna get to eat, but bro,
I got Mark Andrews too, bro. It was rough. It was rough.
I can't have him going full games with 2 catches and 18 yards. Nigga, no, nigga. It was one team. I literally said, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna draft a third. I'm gonna go tight end right now because it's Mark Andrews." Nigga, I need something. But week 1 is always that one person that go crazy and they don't do nothing the rest of the year. Yeah, that's what I need to happen right now. Okay, because that was fucking crazy. So I'm done.
Like, I'm gonna give it to like week 3 before I freak out. Like week 3.
Because if he do that 2 weeks in a row, I can't even trade him, and nobody gonna want him. So
that's very true. Now you stuck with me.
Hey, I need somebody to do something about somebody up there, right? Because I will fly to Baltimore and slap a nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, look, the Cole Kmet and Dalton Kincaid. Hey, the stock is rising, my nigga.
I guess, nigga. I just don't trust Josh Allen. I keep telling you this.
Who else you got, my nigga? Who else? Unless you're gonna be RB1.
Curtis Samuel.
Hey, you might be RB1. I ain't gonna lose you.
He really is. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. I had to get that off. My bad. I've been saying that earlier.
I think a lot of niggas that got Mark Andrews. Hey,
I'm sitting there just like, okay. I mean,
all right.
It's only first half. It's okay.
All right, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna stop drafting quarterbacks so early. And
I'm so late.
And I just give me my Jared Goff, my nigga.
If it ain't Lamar or Pat.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts, he ain't even touch pushing like he used to, bro. Them niggas fumbled on the first on the one.
They ain't got Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Make a difference, nigga. Make a difference. That's why I ain't like when niggas the rules, let's change them. No, nigga.
I gotta figure out who's gonna be the next Matt Ryan. The reason I say that, Stat Ryan, because for years, if I couldn't get Cam, before he was hurt, if I couldn't get Cam, I went straight to Matt Ryan, bro. That nigga was a guaranteed top 10 fantasy quarterback every year. So I gotta figure out.
The answer is Tua. The answer is Tua.
We'll see. We'll see. Tua had a great year last year. Don't get me wrong, but I don't trust that.
If he stay in Miami and he still got them receivers, it's gonna be Tua.
I don't trust the injuries, dog. That's what I'm worried about. I don't think that this year is over. You know, he had a good season last year. They schemed for him, but again, everything's different when people have tape on you now for that scheme.
Fair enough.
So
that's very true, bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's a bet, man. And with that being said, we'll catch y'all niggas next week. Once again, thank you again, Dez, for hopping on, man. Definitely gotta do this one time again. Especially towards the mid or the end of the season to see how
the predictions was right.
I'm here with a BY jersey on. You know I did something crazy.
All right, niggas, we'll catch y'all next week.